Margaret at Soul Astrology. The chart for this Aries new moon is really striking, with the new moon itself so close to Uranus, and Uranus about to make its 5th square to Pluto. So the aspect of Aries, which is about birth, seems to me to be very strong, a freeing of oneself from how one has been, a letting go of the past. Not an easy birth, so that it seems to me as though it's the spirit within being freed to expand to its fullest, to do Aries to its fullest extent, racing out with that wonderful pioneering energy to fill the universe with being, an energy which is almost too much for the physical to contain. This is clearly a growthful movement, with Jupiter joining in opposite Pluto. The square to that Aries bunch from Cancer, so emotional, perhaps intensifies the experience of newness, so that we feel that who we are, what we need to do, what we want to become, all seems so important that perhaps we fear ever being able to achieve it. And yet the truth is, and we know this also, the truth is that that potential is always there. Who we really are is who we are. It's not something we have to achieve. It's something we have to allow. Jupiter is trined by Mercury. This is our understanding. Yet Mercury has just been in touch with Chiron, connecting to Pluto, understanding how a new birth requires the death of the old, feeling the pain of that, and yet recognizing that for growth it's essential. Any kind of revolutionary activity is working in this field at present, going through appallingly hard situations, but with this intense feeling that it's the right thing to do, that it's necessary for continued growth. But the chart shows the vacillation between the two ways of being with all of this, the sense of the necessity as Mercury moves towards trining Saturn, and yet Saturn squaring Venus. So as though the Aquarian age that we're endeavouring to express at present is just so hard. Yet the energy, the desire to be each in relationship with all, Mars on the North Node, it's so right, so good, so positive, even exciting, this movement, this unfolding towards what will be. So this new moon, on a personal level, is perhaps revealing what it is that we need to change in our attitudes that will actually allow us to be who we are, so that the old patterns of reaction to situations past no longer wall us in or straitjacket us in an identity which is not who we really are. Aries is fresh, it's new, it's now. So we have the choice how to use this new energy, how to be in charge of our responses. An important thing to remember is who needs to be in charge of these responses, who needs to make these choices. And it's extremely important to recognize the difference between wanting something because you want it, which is the little ego, and feeling the heart open towards the greater you that you can be, that you are in truth. There's a different feeling between operating either of these, and we need to be honest with ourselves as to which is in command at any particular moment. So the choices need to come from the inner heart that is endeavouring to give birth to ourselves as spiritual homes, homes for our spirit to be here in our earthly experience. So check in with your heart, make the choices that work for you, Be true to yourself, have courage, and the movement that you make this month will continue to unfold good things in the months ahead. By the time we reach the full moon, Mars will have retrograded into the grand square with Jupiter, Pluto and Uranus. Mercury at that point will have reached Uranus itself, so it shows a huge understanding of what the difficulties actually are. And most beautifully, this chart shows that Chiron, with Venus not far behind, is quincunxing the Mars, so that how to use what we have understood in service to the whole becomes much clearer. The moon will be very close to the north node at the time, and the sun to the south node, suggesting that we will be coming from that position of courage, of Aries, and moving towards more harmony, more balance, perhaps expressing justice in a wider sense across the world. And for ourselves, perhaps having opportunities to use what we have learned through our own experience in order to help someone else. This is not an easy month, but it's very fruitful. Try new things. Write poetry. Put colour to paper. And move. There is a rush of energy flowing through. Open your doors and let it flow through you. Let it fill your heart to overflow with love, and laugh at the sky in joy at life set free.